You ever intended to play peekaboo with your TBR? Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizardly Reads, and as always, I'm Andrew, and today I've got my TBR here for you. But before we get into that TBR video, make sure you're liking and subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you can get regular updates when I put out new content. Plus every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And that said, guys, this is my August 2021 TBR. And it is a bit of a doozy. We are going to see if I can do all of this month. So, starting off, we have got Ted Williams, The Dragonbone Chair. This is a reread for me, guys. I rarely do rereads. Well, actually, I'm actually doing 2 rereads this month, which is very, very, very unusual. I read this about 5 years ago for the first time in 2016, and I remember absolutely loving it. This is going to be the monthly read, the monthly pick for the Wizardly Duo Discord. This is the book 1 in Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn of 3 or 4, depending on what edition you have. We are going to be reading the entire Memory and Sorrow and Thorn series over the next 4 months, because the 3rd book is so massive we decided to split that in 2, which is easy to do if you've got the mass market paperbacks. But if you've got the trade paperbacks, just kind of slice it right down the middle, what have you. So the Wizardly Duo Discord is going to be doing it Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn for the next 4 months, starting in August. We're going to put that right there. Continuing with the Tawny Man trilogy, which is a read-along over on Megan's Reading Revelations, I am going to be doing The Golden Fool. Now, as of filming this, I still have yet to do the first one, which is Fool's Errand. But I have plenty of time to get to it, and so I am hoping to be able to knock that out and move on to this one in the month of August. And then, once again, thanks to my good friend, the Boiled Jellyfish, I now have a physical copy of Black Flame, which is the 3rd book in the Cradle series by Will White, and I am loving Cradle. So these are really short, quick reads. I'm super excited to be able to get to this, and I just cannot wait, because I heard that this is where it really takes off. And frankly, I fell in love with the first 2. So if you're telling me this is when it gets good, come on. Come on. I am ready. My body is prepared. But yes, book 3 of The Cradle. Then, because I have an addiction to signing up to just buddy reads, we are going to be doing Empire of Black and Gold in August for the read-along, starting over at the Library of Alexandria's Discord. They are going to be doing the first 4 Shadows of the Apt by Adrian Tchaikovsky from August, I believe, until, I think, December. So I think this is the monthly read-along for the rest of the year over on Alan's Discord. And I'm super excited because my good friend Domnish has nothing but good things to say about this series. Says it's one of his favorites, which, yes please. Then, a booktube darling that I've just been putting off, but with the 4th and final book coming out in November, I have decided to start reading Senlon Ascends, book 1 in the Books of Babel, and I'm going to be doing this over on Leslie, the Nerdy Narratives Discord. She is going to we are all going to be reading 1 a month leading up to the release of Fall of Babel, and I am super excited because I've taken a few peeks here, and the prose looks absolutely amazing. Alan loves this, and if Alan loves it, that's enough for me. I am more than willing to give this a shot and get pumped for it, because, frankly, look at the cover. That is great, great, great fantasy art at its best. All right, and then I believe this is either a self-published in or the Shelf Space Discord's book of the month for August, and that is The Dark That Dwells. And this has honestly been on my shelf now, I think for around 4 months. Oddly enough, on like my first or second video, Matt Damon and the duo reached out to me and told me about their book. So they were one of my first commenters, and I insta-bought the book. And now it's starting to get some traction, and I'm like, hey, I've got that book. I should probably read it. Of the people that I know who have read this, I have yet to hear a bad thing about this book. I've heard lots of great things. And so I'm excited because I love me a little bit of sci-fi every now and then. And then I was supposed to read this last month. I had some things happen this month that I am recording this, and so I had to really shuffle around my TBR a bunch. A bunch of stuff got moved, a bunch of stuff got DNF'd, and a bunch of stuff just got added. I basically became a mood reader in July, just kind of due to life in general. And so I am going to be diving back into the Expanse. This is the second month in a row that this has appeared on my TBR, but that is going to be the Expanse, Book 2, Caliban's War. I really enjoyed Leviathan Wakes. The Leviathan Wakes made my top 10 list of Q2 2021. So I have high expectations here for Kabbalah Burn. And yeah, I am in the middle of way too many series, but why not? And then about a month ago, I decided to open my big mouth on camera and say, hey, if there are people out there willing to read this giant brick of a book called Pride of the Orange Tree, I will more than willingly pick it up and slot it into my TBR in August. Well, it's August, and now I'm slotting this into my TBR. So I'm hoping I love this. I will warn everybody now, if I start hating this, this is going to be the first book that gets cut this month. Because look how big that is. That is concussion worthy right there. That is around 800 pages of thick paper. But I've heard good things. I've heard bad things. Really, I hear it's just down to personal preference. So I have high hopes. There will be a lot of discussion to keep me going. So we will see what happens. But yes, I am throwing this on. I am willing to get it off the TBR. But if it's not vibing with me, I am also not afraid to drop this. So we will see where I fall on that spectrum. Oh, no. No, no, no. Stay. Okay. Then I basically have a one book a month that I read with my good friend Walker from Walker Writes 7. And so last month it was Legacy of Ash, even though I believe he didn't get around to it. I ended up loving the book. But this month we read Empire of Silence a couple months ago, so it's time for Howling Dark by Christopher Rocchio. Book 2 in Sun Eater. And I was fairly pretty good on Empire of Silence. You know, I think it was a 3 to 4 out of 5 star book for me. It just felt very, very been here, done that. But it had a great hook at the end. So leading into Howling Dark, I am more than excited to get to this because, look at that cover, guys. Like, I think that's a Cielson. But, like, it also looks kind of like an android. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I have no idea. That's a Bright Blade, though. So, yeah. Man, I love these covers. And plus, Christopher Rocchio's just got great prose. And then I am currently reading Dragons of Winter Night. I am actually at the halfway point there. But in the month of August, we will be finishing up the Dragonlance Chronicles with Dragons of Spring Dawning. I have been enjoying my reread so far. A lot of people that I was reading this with did not like it, but we've got some new blood into the Kryn crew, and so we will see how that goes. I am enjoying my time back in Kryn, and I am loving the Dragonlance Chronicles. So by my count, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books, and possibly an 11th, because frankly, I am dying to get to the next Daniel Barnett book, so I may try and slide in the 4th book in the Nightmareland Chronicles as well. But that's an extra. That's a bonus. That is something I want to read so badly. So that said, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you've got on your August 2021 TBR. How did your last month go? You can either tell me in this video or in the Discord. Link in the description down below. And yeah, guys, so without further ado, stay magical. Peace out. Bye.